Hey guys, it's Soph. We have an interesting one today, it seems like. Can't believe I am sharing this. Alright, Amber, what do we not believe we are sharing? I feel like it has something to do with Valentine, maybe?
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So today I figured we would do an Instagram Q&A.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, how many of these did she send herself, though? How many of them are actual, like, deep questions, like real questions? I want negativity is what I want.
questions that I got today are from Instagram. I just posted on Instagram and said, hey guys, I'm filming a new YouTube video, so send me your questions. Nothing is off limits. Normally when I
All
do that,
right.
I'll scroll through, like I get hundreds of questions. I'll scroll through. I'll just decide based on like what I feel like answering. If there's any questions that I notice are like super repetitive and a lot of people are asking. But this time I went into it with a new rule. I said that I am going to answer the first 30 questions.
Okay. 30 questions. Okay, this is going to be a lot. 30 questions, no holding back, whatever anybody asks. Wow. Okay, Amber. Is your mental health ready for this?
Regardless of what they are. Obviously, if there's any repeats, then I'm gonna skip that and move on to the next question. But I wrote down the first 30. It's a lot, so we definitely should just get into it. I'm going to be answering them in the order that I received them. So the first one is, did you ever cheat on an ex? And the answer is yes. The last time I
Wow, Amber's getting play. Amber gets play for real. Can you imagine having to you're like getting in a new relationship or you're talking with friends and you're like, yeah, I was cheated on. And then they're like, oh my God, who was it? Like, what did this person look like? Like, do I know them? And then you're like, Amberlynn Reid. I got cheated on by Amberlynn Reid. I would have to keep that information to myself.
on someone, I was 17 years old and I'm 33 now. So it's been a hot minute. That's why I don't firmly believe in the whole like once a cheater, always a cheater. I do think that there are a lot of cheaters who do not change, but there's also a large quantity of us like me who do change, and I'm gonna blame it on like I was young and stupid. Yes, when you're 17 you know the difference between right and wrong, but like I was also in a long distance relationship at that age, so I was just a mess.
Yeah, I would agree. If you do it that young, like it's not that serious. Like it is serious, it's wrong, obviously, but like 17, I mean, come on now. It's not like you're doing it in your 20s or 30s.
I have not cheated since then and I don't plan on it. Thoughts on people saying that you're quitting semaglutide rather than it just not working for you? So semaglutide obviously does not work for everybody, and it did work for me when I was on the lowest dose. The first 4 weeks was literally magic. Then once week 5 happened, I really don't know what happened, but it just like stopped working. And then I was just hoping.
Has it stopped working like completely, or are you just feeling less of like the curb? Because to think it's just like completely stopped working, I don't know. I find that a little unbelievable. And again, why isn't she talking to her doctors about this?
Like once I increased the dose that it would start working again, and it hasn't. So a lot of times if semaglutide doesn't work for someone, you just move on to the next one. There's also compounded Monjaro, so obviously that's another option for me. Would you ever talk to a
Amber's putting so much shit in her body, dude. She just says like move on to the next one. How about we focus on like fixing ourselves without, maybe this is a sign that we need to focus on ourselves and work on ourselves and change like our thinking. Let me rewind because she started a new question.
compounded Monjaro? So obviously that's another option for me. Would you ever talk to a guy? No, I am a lesbian. Have you spoken to
Oh, I remember that period where she thought she was bi. Is that not a thing anymore? Or pan or whatever? Okay. So we're still a lesbian. Great. Me too, bestie.
And since you broke up. After we broke up, we wanted to try being friends, but that did not work out at all. The last time that I talked to her was like maybe 2 weeks ago, but the last time she
Girl. And let me guess. Let me guess why she contacted wifey. Okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it's because there was an issue with her and Valentine, and she was probably trying to slide back in there. Like, oh, you know what? I made a mistake. Like, this is what was done to me, and I'm so regretful. And wifey's like, girl, I forgot about you 5 months ago. Or I've been trying to, at least.
contacted me was she sent me a screenshot of a TikTok I posted and she was pretty upset about it. So even if she hurt me,
Cringe.
like obviously it does bother me that my TikTok hurt her, but I do feel in my heart that I had every right to be able to post that if I wanted to. But I didn't respond to her message because it was just kind of harsh. And I just think,
Okay, so why would she respond to you? Maybe it's time y'all just delete each other's number. Like, there's nothing positive coming from this. Just delete and go no contact.
right now in both of our lives, we probably shouldn't communicate with each other. Why didn't you meet Valentine first before wanting her to move in? Because there was a lot of things that she was going through, and it would have been actually impossible for her to just come visit me first. And we
So instead of waiting until she actually was in a good place to come visit you, you're like, okay, you can just move in. Just move in. We don't need to meet. Oh, you're ready to meet now? Okay, just move in. Yeah, no big deal.
wanted to be together. So we thought that that was the only option to do so. What is your type personality wise? So I like someone who's weird. We can be weird together. Someone who's funny, charming. I like a genuine person, a genuine soul. Someone who is sweet. Someone that I can easily communicate with, get along with. We can have our inside jokes. We're not just lovers.
Okay, Amber, that's all the basic relationship stuff. But I feel I don't know. I feel again, we didn't know much about wifey, but I feel her personality was not a good fit with Amber's, at all. And I think that's why we saw Amber's personality kind of change during that period. I mean, it changes with every girlfriend, but it changed a lot. She was trying to become someone else. It was really weird.
But we're also best friends. What else can you tell us about your favorite reaction channel besides that they're a woman? So I actually used to have a little tiny mini crush on them. So
oh my.
That's some tea. Amberlynn having a crush on a reaction channel? Whoa. Besties, blocked, or acquaintance? Alex, Zach, Jordy. So with this question, it took me a million years to figure out what they meant, but I think it's F, marry, kill. But this person was besties, blocked, acquaintance. And I was like, oh, that's actually pretty smart. So Alex, Zach, or Jordy? Okay. So
this question's so stupid. F, marry, kill, Alex, Zach, Jordy. Okay. She's gonna marry Zach. F, Alex, and kill Jordy.
Not gonna lie, my opinion on these three change all the time. So we're just gonna go with strictly how I feel right now in this moment. Acquaintance, Zach. Besties, Jordy. Blocked, Alex. Do you want to get...
Oh my gosh. I did not expect that. Alex, you are not on her good side.
Married one day. I do. I've always wanted to get married, but obviously I want it to be with someone that I can truly see a happy future with. Are you talking to someone new?
Look at this. Look at this face. Look at this face right here. Amber, we need to see a professional. We need to see a therapist, a psychiatrist, someone. Because this is not normal. It's not normal. It it is just so predictable. I said last video I was like I'm interested to see the relationship timeline. I I think it was going to be the next day? No. No. I didn't. Did Amber have this girl on lock? Like she was already talking to her? So smug about it too. Why does part of me think she's lying? So like in hopes that Valentine watches this and like is jealous. I kind of think that's what's happening.
Yes, I am. Does your mom enjoy being on videos more now?
How does she get so much pull? How does she get so much pull? How are there this many people out here trying to get with Amberlynn?
She actually does, and she'll literally watch the videos that she's in because she's just cute and adorable. So she loves your guys' support and everything. So yeah, are you still not smoking? Actually, I did start vaping again.
Okay. See, and we're like, oh my god, why is like the semaglutide not working and like all this stuff. I'm not saying that the vaping specifically is what's causing it not to work, but like, come on now, Amber. You're not making the right choices at all. You're not doing the other things you need to do for this to be successful. I mean, this is so stupid. And let me guess, she's gonna start drinking sodas too. And we're gonna open the fridge in the next vlog, and there's gonna be diet Gatorade or something.
I did. I told you guys that me quitting vaping was not going to be a forever thing. I like really warned you guys of that. But I didn't vape for like
Okay.
7 weeks, and I'm very proud of that accomplishment, but I was missing it and now I vape again. For those of you who don't know, I do
Cringe.
not vape nicotine. It's not nicotine, so don't worry about that. It is Delta 8, which probably isn't the greatest.
Oh, why is the semaglutide not curbing my appetite? Maybe because I'm having Delta 8. Amber, are you actually like serious? I feel like you are like effing with me. Every single video.
Thing either, but whatever. What was the date you and Valentine broke up? It was one day after our 4-month anniversary. I broke up with her on June 15th. When was the last time you had sex?
And that was 2 weeks ago. Totally who she messaged wifey about was Valentine. 1,000%. 1,000%. She texted wifey about Valentine, tried to get a little bit of sympathy, maybe work her way back in, and she couldn't.
So the last time I had like physical sex with somebody, it's a really weird way for me to word it, but it was September. I'm very much that girly pop where I can't have sex with someone unless I love them or I'm like extremely close to loving them because I need that like mental, emotional connection. That is how I gain the sexual connection. And once that's there, like it is like on and popping. If you could.
September. When did she move out? When did wifey move out? September. Okay, I don't remember. Was wifey still there? Oh, gross. Amber, don't talk about that anymore.
Travel anywhere and live there for a month, where would you go? I don't know why, but like Vegas or
Ew, that's
Hawaii, I feel like it would be super fun to like live there for a full month. Like I would have the time of my life. Why don't you ever acknowledge your own hypocrisy? That word is so hard for me to say. I don't know why. But I do feel like I own it and acknowledge it. I always say that all of us as humans, we are literally walking hypocrites, and that is including myself.
Some of us more than
when
others.
semaglutide was working, did you ever miss the joy food gave you? Honestly, no. And that was something that I was always afraid of. Like, I was like, shit, am I just gonna have like a mental breakdown because I can't enjoy food? And I never once felt that way. Like, I was so excited not to like turn to food, and that's why I was finding different coping mechanisms, and it was working out really well when it was working. Like I felt amazing physically, mentally, all of it. Are you still drinking? Because you seem drunk all the time. This made me LOL because I don't know what about myself makes it seem like I'm drunk.
It's her eyes. It's her eyes and her slurred speech. When she's like, I guess she's saying it's when she's tired. But yeah, she looks like she just either smoked a bowl or like drank 3 Buzz balls.
Because I promise you that is not the case at all. I haven't drank in so long, like it's been months, and the last time was literally with friends, but I do plan on drinking sometime soon because I do have someone coming to visit me.
Oh my God. Amber, is it this new girl? Or is it just an acquaintance or a friend? Because I can't. And I'm going to need you to show this one, okay? I'm going to need this one to be charismatic and want to be on the screen. I can't take any more of the hidden lovers.
And, you know, we might have a buzz ball or 2 or 3 or 4. So I'm actually really excited. I'm not gonna lie. Not excited about the buzz balls, but excited about the person coming to visit me. But I mean, also low-key kind of excited for a buzz ball, because why not? Did you ever want kids before getting your hysterectomy? Yes, I always wanted kids. There was like a phase where I was in like this weird denial moment where I was like, no, I don't want kids. And I think it's because like I knew I would never be able to give birth. I've always like truly wanted a daughter, especially like obviously in fairy tale land, if I got pregnant and had a son, like I would totally.
Yeah, not right now, Amber. Not in the mindset we're currently in. Maybe if we grew a little mentally and got some help, but not right now.
Of him, like regardless, but like I just had this dream that I had a little mini me walking around, and yes, that can seem narcissistic, I really don't care, but I think it's a pretty common thing for parents to be like, yeah, I would love a son, or yeah, I would love a daughter. And for me, it was, I would love a daughter. Like I just wanted that so bad. Like I had her name picked out and everything, and I'm not gonna get to experience that. And that's something that's been.
We could still have one, just with somebody else. It might not look exactly like you, but you could try at least to make it look kind of like you. And you could still use the name. Like it's not completely over.
Very hard for me to process and mourn because it's something that was really important to me. Did Valentine troll you? No. This is one of the ones that was a very popular question. A lot of people thinking that Valentine trolled me. She was actually a hater. She was this or that. No, that is not true. 1,000% genuine in what we had. But again, that was
not really, considering you said she deceived you and betrayed you. I don't think it was 100% genuine if she was lying.
Like a part of the life she was living, whereas she was also living this whole separate life. It's a lot and it's confusing, and I understand that.
But Amber, I know you're like all about money. Do you know how many views you would get if you just completely spilled the tea on that? Because it seems like it's really intricate and interesting. And like if you told us how she had a separate life, like, and how you found out, that's entertaining. We want to hear about that. So make a video.
But even though you guys don't know who Valentine is, I just feel like me as a person, morally, I can't envision myself like sharing this person's like story to you guys. I just can't. Like as much as she hurt me and we didn't work out this and that, like I still do care about her. Do you think you will ever tell us what happened with you and Feline? No. Like that is like a closed door that is done. The key has been thrown in the freaking ocean with that necklace from Titanic. Are you still friends with Eric and Ricky? I am. The same person also asked, do you still talk to Alexis? Yes, she's like one of my greatest friends. What did you last journal about? So the last thing I journaled about is the girl that I'm talking to. What do you think about what is going on with JoJo Siwa? I mean, what is really going on? Like, what does that even mean? Like, she just turned 21. She's young, you know, her full brain.
JoJo Siwa and Amberlynn are like sisters. Like I feel like they would be friends. Amber, you should link up. That would be an interesting video actually. We can be like a music video. We could take some of the stuff, like poems you've written in your journals, and make it into a song. I think it would be really good.
Hasn't even formed yet. Like I'm pretty sure when we were all 21, like we all made some dumb decisions and acted a fool. She happens to just be doing it online, and she's not doing anything to like really hurt herself or others. She's just young and being silly and being weird and trying to get attention. And I see nothing wrong with it, personally. If you lied to protect someone you care about, why would anyone be upset about that? Because I would do the same. Good question. I think people get upset about things that they don't understand. They judge things that they don't understand.
Well, yeah, because you tell us like 2% of it. What are we supposed to do? I mean, we're supposed to inference, we're supposed to judge, and we're supposed to assume. That's what's going to happen. That's normal. That's human nature. So when you tell us a fourth of the story, we're going to fill in the rest of the 3/4. Duh. So if you don't want us to do that, stop telling us.
If anyone was in the situation or few situations that I've been in where I've had to like cover up for someone because I care about them or tell a little lie because I care about them, like I feel like anyone would do that, or at least I hope they would, just out of respect for.
If I cared about them, I wouldn't really bring it up. I mean, especially with the Valentine situation. If you're trying to say you actually still care about her, why bring that up? Why bring up that she betrayed you and that she had a whole separate life? Just say, hey, it didn't work out. Okay, great. It's when you give these extra pieces of information because you're trying to make the story interesting and like explain yourself, that's when people take those pieces and they run with them. If you were just saying, oh yeah, we didn't work out, okay, great. And if people want to assume from that, well, that's their prerogative. You don't need to address it.
Person that they care about. When did you get lipedema and lymphedema? So the symptoms of my lipedema, I've actually had my whole life. Like I literally have a picture of me wearing like these really short pants when I was like 11, and you could tell like my legs are just like bigger than the average. So I've always had that. But my lymphedema started in like, I would say like 2018, 2019. How do you handle being alone? Honestly, I don't know. Like it was such a scary thing to like adjust to. But then once I adjusted.
She doesn't. She drinks and she vapes and she goes to the bingo hall and she hangs out with her mom. She has a girl she's constantly talking to who can distract her. I mean, really, she's never really been alone. She's always had somebody there. Like romantically, and also in life. I mean, her mom was coming over every single day. She was going to the bingo hall, she was going to the casino, she was drinking, she was ordering food. Like she wasn't handling it.
I low-key fell in love. Like I love living on my own, and I've gotten to experience it. It's like a whole different level of like independency. Yes, I don't drive. I know a lot of people like to throw that in there, but there is something about being home alone day in, day out, doing things for you and not having anyone else like here to help or whatever. Like it has.
But we haven't hung the pictures in our room and we haven't hung anything on the wall because we can't do it ourselves. But we're independent, I promise.
You realize that like, yes, I was like forced into this for the lack of a better term. But like, if I was never forced into it, I would have never like gotten to experience it and realize that like, I love living alone, but I'm also in this like part of my life where if I do end up living with someone else, like I'm also okay with that because I got to experience this. And I am 33. I'm gonna be 34 in December. I'm getting older and my life is literally changing constantly. So knowing that I got to experience this, I loved it and I can do it. I can live by myself, like physically, mentally, all of it. When I really thought that I wasn't gonna be able to, I proved.
She can't live entirely by herself though. Like if her mom wasn't here, how would she be getting out of the house? She wouldn't. She won't be able to drive. I mean, she would have to Uber everywhere, and that is an expense. Like, she won't be able to go to the grocery store. She won't be doing these things during the day where she's actually getting, like, she's doing social stuff. Like, she wouldn't be doing it if her mom wasn't here.
Myself wrong. I know that I can do it again. So if I do end up ever living with someone else, like, I'm also okay with that and totally willing to let that happen. Have you gained weight recently? I have, yes. Last question. I wish it was a grand.
How much? I'm guessing more than 8 pounds. 100% more than 8 pounds. The semaglutide hasn't been working. She's going through a breakup. She's totally eating and she's vaping Delta 8. Yeah, for sure. It's just so sad.
But this was the last question that I received because, like I said, I did them all in order. Are you left-handed? I am left-handed, yes. So is my mom, actually.
No,
I
I'm
just want to let everyone know,
left-handed.
like, I am caught up on my videos completely, so I have nothing else, like, pre-filmed. So once this video is uploaded, I'm not really sure, like, when you guys will be getting another video from me, but it will be happening. I'm gonna try not to take too long of a break. I was just uploading every other day, vlogs every other day, and then
I knew it was gonna end. She's so predictable, dude. Alright, we'll see how long it takes to get a new vlog. Probably like 4 days.
life just kind of caught up to me, not gonna lie. I truly
What are you
feel like I
doing?
live
What are you doing, Amber? How is life catching up to you? What are you doing? I just can't respect that.
a whole lifetime in June. Like the month of June was just like so crazy intense for me, and I have ended some eras and I'm beginning some new ones. Anyways, I'm just rambling. I am gonna end this video. I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see
God, this is so irritating. Amber, I don't even have anything to say. Like, I said everything. It's just so annoying. It's so annoying. Honestly, all hope is lost at this point. I'm just sticking around for the memes and the jokes. But I have no faith in her whatsoever. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next one.